Today I'll be doing a presentation on abortion. Abortion is one of the most controversial topics in this country as well as many other countries. There's two main opposing sides when it comes to abortion. One is pro-life and one is pro-choice. When you hear the two names, first you may assume pro-life has a certain ring to it, that it must be the obvious answer. Yet when you realize that to be pro-life you must strip a basic right from all women in the country, it no longer has the sort of charm that the name alluded to. Pro-choice, on the other hand, gives women the free will to choose. It gives them the option to decide whether they want an abortion or if they don't believe in it and they don't want to have an abortion. There's a multitude of reasons as to why abortion should be legal and pro-choice, therefore not be banned. So my first point is that if the government deemed abortions morally wrong, then banning abortions still would not stop them. It would be, instead of a man with sanitary equipment and professional skills, it would be a woman beating her stomach to induce a miscarriage, or a man in the back of an apartment with unskilled hands trying to perform an abortion with no experience. This is actually very common in places where abortion is illegal, such as developing countries. In fact, in developing countries, according to a 2008 report, 21.6 million women annually have dangerous abortions, and 18.5 million of them take place in these developing countries where abortions are outlawed, which means if abortions are banned, that number is going to go up dramatically. And 200,000 women die annually due to these illegal abortions. If we were to outlaw abortion, it wouldn't stop abortions. It would make women take drastic, unhealthy, unsafe approaches to get the abortion that they deem necessary. So my next point deals with what should be the most obvious wrong principle having to do with pro-life. It should be a fact that women are entitled to the choices being made with their bodies. Many people are pro-life for religious reasons, their own moral beliefs, or their opinions. They shouldn't be allowed to inflict these opinions and beliefs on every other woman in the country. There should be the free will to choose whether or not you believe in abortion or if you don't believe in abortion. And a woman shouldn't be judged on her choice between the two. It could be a teenage girl who knows her family is going to kick her onto the streets if they figure out she's pregnant. It could be a 22-year-old woman who is struggling to support herself and doesn't want to bring her child into a world where she can't support him. Or it could be a rape victim. It's no other person's job or no other person's right to judge a woman for her reasoning, and she shouldn't have to justify herself based on that. Abortion should be pro-choice. It should be every woman has the free will to choose, and no more than that. Okay, done. So the third point I'd like to bring to attention deals with partial birth. Partial birth is a very controversial aspect of abortion. Its technical name is intact dilation and extraction. It was officially banned in 2007, and the opinions on it varied, but that's not the truly horrendous part of it. The thing that followed was many state legislatures were actually using this ban on partial birth to create more restrictions on abortion and make it even more difficult to obtain for women all around the U.S. And what followed that was even more horrendous. Pro-life advocates began acting violently, threatening women and their healthcare providers, staging violent protests, and finally, they actually murdered Dr. George Tiller. They threatened countless other doctors that they would have the same demise as him. This type of action shouldn't have been tolerable.